I've come to realise if I'm not crying before I submit, it's not going to be a good portfolio, you know? I got humbled quickly, very quickly. Like first week, that one-to-one door, that humbled me. I think I was a bit of a cocky first year when I came in.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to do well.
I think most of the people are the same, you know, because we all came with like amazing grades.
Yeah, exactly.
What's good, family? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know me, my name is Dami Fadun. And I've recently just finished my final year at the University of Cambridge studying architecture. And I can genuinely say the past 3 years has been the best 3 years of my life. And I think that's partly due to the amazing people that I've met. Super diverse range of like intelligent, funny people. So I'm taking time post-exams to catch up with these people, talk about their experiences at Cambridge, what they'll go on to do in the future, what their goals are, what the best moments are at Cambridge, the worst moments, and yeah, Theodora. So do you want to introduce yourself to the people? Or reintroduce yourself to the people? Because, yeah.
Hi, Dami's family.
Yes, sir.
I'm Theodora. I just finished studying architecture with Dami. We were in the same studio together last year, and I'm also a student at St. John's. I feel very honoured to be on this couch because, yeah, Dami's friendship has meant a lot to me over the past 3 years.
No.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's amazing, that's amazing. What was your exam season like? Now finished with exams, what's that contrast like?
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Yeah, it's a bit odd to actually have free time.
Yeah, it's
I think that doesn't really exist within architecture.
True.
And it was definitely a tough exam season. I unfortunately didn't do Michaelmas term because I got really ill by the end of it. Yeah.
This year?
Yeah, so I didn't finish. I didn't have my crit at the end of Michaelmas.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I was in hospital.
Were you in Cambridge? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you did tell me that. My bad.
No, no worries. So 100% of my studio grade was on this Easter term. So I was feeling the pressure, but it all went well. So
that's great.
That's
great.
Happy.
Damn.
Yeah, damn.
Nah, that's interesting. What's your celebrations been like? What Mayballs have you been to? Did you go to any Mayballs? You just came back from London actually for this. Not just for this, but for
this.
Yes, sir. Exciting.
I think it went from pulling all-nighters for my degree to straight away pulling all-nighters for parties.
Enjoyment. Yeah,
for enjoyment.
Yeah.
We can't take a break.
Yeah,
Cambridge,
literally.
You know, you've got to do everything.
I always say people at Cambridge for power. People at Cambridge literally we're so serious for exams, but also at the same time, people literally go all out just 100%. To enjoy. It's insane.
Give me that first in partying, you know?
Yeah, what Mayballs did you go to this year?
Yeah, so, I mean, before Mayballs, I had the Hawks event, which was really fun. Yeah. And then the John's End Squires. And then I had Trinity Mabel, John's Mabel, Magdalen Mabel. Yeah. And then, I had a friend's birthday party last night in London.
Serious.
So
serious enjoyment.
If my voice cracks, I'm sorry.
Damn, no, that's really exciting. That's good. You're looking forward to graduation. That's literally in a couple of days.
Oh, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah. Are you excited to graduate, or you're kind of balanced, or sad? It's
the end of an era. As you said, I think I can also say these were definitely the 3 best years of my life. It's been hard, but so rewarding.
Yeah.
And so I can't really remember much of my life before Cambridge, if that makes sense. Obviously I remember high school, but I don't really resonate fully with the person I was before Cambridge.
I see.
And so I'm like, what does this entail for me now? Who am I? Where will I be? What will I be doing?
Yeah, it's been a long 3 years, but at the same time, quick, you know?
It goes by so quickly.
Do you remember first year? Do you remember the first time we met? We were talking about this. We were talking about this before we started recording. I thought the first time I met you was the St. John's Offer Orders Day. Well, it turns out
I wasn't at it.
So I'm not even sure. I'm really not sure. So probably you mentioned freshers or the form. Matriculation. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. No, I just remember you pulling me aside at matriculation.
Oh yes,
and we
did a
that
video.
TikTok.
Oh yes, but surely if I was I'm gonna put that on this.
Yeah.
But surely if I talk to
my
you,
dance moves.
If I talk to you like that, then
we must have met beforehand. But I
before.
can't remember. Surely it was a DOS meeting, something of the sorts.
So you never met a DOS when you saw me? Because I remember. I don't know.
I think it must have been we surely had pizza, all of the architects together or something like that. I think it must have been one of those events, but I don't quite remember.
Well, I remember all the John's architects meeting we started with 6. So now you guys are family, man. Like, we've got the most architects in our year at Johns.
Yeah.
So, what made you apply to Johns? Out of all the colleges in Cambridge.
What made me apply to Johns? I think.
And why architecture?
Okay.
Actually, why architecture?
I can start off with architecture first. So I wanted to be an architect since the age of 7.
Oh,
I was convinced
early.
Architecture was for me. I loved maths. I was always told I was good at art. I don't believe that. But I thought, like, okay, architecture is for me. And then as I went on to apply, I became less certain of wanting to become an architect. Okay. But I was always certain of the fact I wanted to study architecture. Because it's so interdisciplinary. There's,
for sure.
Like, you can tailor it so much to your preferences and to your likes. And then I chose Johns because I think I wanted a college that was quite good at sports, had the support when it came to being an architect. Like, we have the art room. There are enough people in our year. And then I don't advise you do this, but I did look at like admission statistics.
Yeah, I did. Okay, you get the most.
The issue is, no, because I applied the year before you, because I took a gap year. And so I applied and I was like, okay, it's about 7 people per place. I've got a really good shot at this. And I think when I actually ended up applying, it was more like 20 people per place.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that wasn't helpful, but I'm glad to be here. I love it. And it's a beautiful college.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I looked at a stat as well. It was a graph of like how much applications per college. Johns literally, it's insane.
Skyrocket.
Yeah. But Johns is probably one of the best decisions I've made. I'll be so honest. Yeah, there's a saying that I'd rather be at Oxford than Johns. But I've never met anyone at Johns that doesn't like Johns.
Yeah, and I think it's such a
Yeah, it's only external people.
It feels a bit like. It feels like high school all over again in a certain way. It's a big community. You don't really have to leave college if you don't want to. Literally. Which can be problematic.
Yeah, even to leave college is like takes like 10 minutes.
It literally takes me 8 minutes to walk through. But no, I love it, and I'm so happy to have been here.
That's really good. Yeah. What would you say what was first year like? You know, starting at Cambridge. Were you based in London before you started? No. Yeah, we can get into that actually. So what would you say you're like from? Would you like this on the internet? I mean.
Okay, you don't
mind. Okay. What would you say you're like from? Because I remember, I think this was similar to you and Lucia actually. I remember asking. I was trying to guess where you guys were from.
It's impossible.
And it was just like, you just kept going. I'm from here, I used to live here. I remember this, I was like, what is good? I still don't know, I'll be honest. I know Switzerland, something, Liechtenstein obviously, but you can sort of go through that again.
So I'm not quite sure where I'm from either. No, I'm joking. I 100% feel like I'm Liechtensteinian. I'm from Liechtenstein. That's the passport I have, but I never grew up there. I grew up in between Italy and Switzerland, so 6 months of the year in both countries for sport. I was homeschooled until I went to high school at 12. And then I finished off my high school in Milan, Italy. I wanted to come over for boarding school in the UK, but my parents didn't allow me to. And I also grew up a tiny bit in France. My family is part Belgian, part German. So I'm pretty European. And so I could go into like my whole family history. But,
no, that's amazing. That's amazing.
I'm a bit from everywhere. And then,
how does that feel like, you know, it's sort of getting a taste of all these different spaces? Do you feel like, where do you say is like home to you? Like you feel grounded? Because like if you're moving around often, I guess like everywhere, or is it where the people are that you care about is where you feel belonging?
I think it's definitely like where my family's at. Like that's where I'll feel at home. I feel very at home in like our house in Italy where I grew up for a lot of my childhood. But I think that was what was really special about coming to university is I finally felt like I had my own home. I was able to create that space for me, and so I feel quite at home here. Yeah,
no, that's good. That's good. So moving into St. John's College, what was starting architecture in first year like? You know, first year studio, getting to the architecture people.
I don't know. I think.
What did you expect?
What did I expect? I don't really know what expectations I had. I think I was a bit of a cocky first year when I came in. I was like, I'm going to do well.
You know what? I think most of the people are the same, you know, because we all came with like amazing grades.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and everyone just thinks...
I got humbled quickly, very quickly. Like first week, that one-to-one door, that humbled me.
You know what? I'm literally gonna make an Instagram reel about this. Like,
Oh,
it's gonna be like about like, don't ever think you're better than anyone else, because especially being at Cambridge, you're gonna get slapped down. At first, it was crazy, because like they make sure no matter how well you think you're doing, the tutors make sure that to remind you that you don't know anything about architecture yet. So.
And rightfully so. I'm graduating and I still don't think I know much about architecture.
Real. Yeah, you did.
But yeah, no, and I don't know, I found first year the least enjoyable out of all the years. I think it's, especially in architecture, you're learning so many new skills. Like it's a lot of work. It's really overwhelming. And then as you progress through the years, you understand how to balance it all. You're still pulling all-nighters, but you at least understand what you have to prioritise, etc. Whereas in first year, it just feels impossible. I didn't have much of a social life in first year either. I was quite like academic, and it didn't pay off. And then I realised like if I had a social life, it was actually more worth it.
I mean, you did.
I did sports.
You did rowing for a little bit in first year, right?
I did rowing for my first
and
second year.
You'd be waking up at like 7. What time do you guys be waking up? 6 a.m. I never understood that. I'm like, what?
We were on the river by 6.
You guys are locked in, man, for sure. You guys are locked in, for sure.
I think I took a gap year before I came here. And I did a sport professionally. And so I think I was trying to
What sport did you do?
I did horse riding, dressage.
That's so cool.
I did it internationally for my country. Qualified for Europeans, etc. So I think I was trying to like fill that gap.
For sure.
My heart.
Cambridge is a good place for sports. So, you touched on like all-nighters. You know, there's people in architecture that have never done an all-nighter.
In architecture?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, we were having this conversation. Like,
no, in other degrees, surely, but in architecture.
In architecture, never done an all-nighter.
Wait, who?
There's people out there. No, do you know? Remember in studio we were having that discussion.
Wow.
But
there are also.
I don't know. It's pretty cool.
I think I pulled like 3 all-nighters in a row to finish off this stuff.
Yeah, it's a massive like, you know, when you start working on your project, it's a massive like fixation. You know. Yeah. It's insane. Well,
you always feel like you can. I mean, your videos encapsulate it so well, but you always feel like there's something more that you could be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And even when you've handed it in, you feel like you've not. Yeah,
for real. There's always more to do. Because, like, think about it. In real life, buildings can take like, up to 2 years just to get designed.
Yeah, 100%.
And we're trying to do it in 8 weeks, so it's kind of drastic. But yeah, so you said first year was the worst out of the 3 years. Which of the next 2 would you say is the best?
Even with like a bit of a hiccup in Michaelmas, I'd say third year was definitely the best. I really enjoyed it.
Me as well.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, because I stopped playing football in first and second year, so I just had a bit more time to. I still done more work, but like, nice, you know, I meet more people as well. I met new people in third year, which is crazy. But yeah, why third year for you?
I think it's just because I finally understood what was expected of
me. In a degree, And
I was able to tailor it so much to my interests. So the studio that I was doing was really like exactly what I want to be doing later on. And my dissertation was interesting to me, even though obviously dissertation writing never goes perfectly, but I just enjoyed it, and I thought I'd finally made the friends that were there to support me through it all. For sure. And it took a while. All that.
I guess, what would you say, for me?
Best year.
My studio tutors is just pretty cool. I think it was the first time really. I mean, when we were in the same studio together, it felt like we only had one tutor. Because the other one was just, personally, it was just bad. We didn't get along, so... Well, not that we didn't get along, we weren't on the same wavelength.
I didn't show up to a lot of my tutorials.
I just felt like we had one good tutor and we only saw him every 2 weeks, so... So that's third year is pretty good. It's our final year, we're graduating, so it's all like sentimental and stuff like that.
You have to make the most of it.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a finite amount of times you're going to walk through the courts.
I was about to mention that. Literally, every time I walk through John's, I was like, oh man.
Literally, when I'm like working in like the library or something, I'll take a break. I'll walk around, I'll just be like, take it in.
There's
only so many more times it's going to happen.
For sure. That's amazing. What was I going to mention? What would you say was your biggest low, like worst time at Cambridge, biggest time of like anxiety? Did you ever have any of that times, or are you pretty like balanced?
I don't think I'm balanced. I think I'm anything but. When was I not anxious is really the question. Wait, you said law?
LOW.
Oh, my biggest
law.
no.
Yeah, like.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I feel that's me. That's me, to be fair.
My biggest no, God. I think, yeah. Michaelmas term, not great this year. That was pretty low. And then I'll just always, before submissions, have huge anxiety attacks. Like, But what I've come to realise, if I'm not crying before I submit, it's not going to be a good portfolio, you know? If I'm not crying before I submit the essay, I've not done a good job. If you're always left wanting to do more, then I think that's when you're doing a good job.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, that's really good. Yeah, how did you get through that moment? You know? What can you advise to, other people that going through a tough time?
First of all, I'm in a very privileged situation to say this, but I would advise therapy. That helped me so much this year. And then the other one is literally just believe in yourself. And I know that sounds so superficial, but tell yourself, like, you've put in the hours. Yeah. You've given it your all. So like, there's nothing more you can do. Yeah.
That's good.
And sometimes you just feel hopeless. Like, it's. I
That's
don't know.
really good.
Everyone has to get through it, and there's really nothing I can say to comfort someone in that situation. But.
No, that's really good. So let's talk about more from like an architecture point of view.
Yeah.
See, because we present a lot.
Yeah.
What was like your delivery, presentation style at the start compared to the end? Has it changed much?
Yeah, I would say, I think I've become a lot more confident in my presentation. Yeah. For sure. And I think I was very fortunate in that I had quite a few internships before I came to university, which I know is not the case for a lot of people. So I learned how to use InDesign. I learned before I came to university. So I think the only positive feedback I got in my first year for portfolio was
drawings.
Not beautiful, nothing but beautiful drawings. It was just good presentation,
good layouts.
Like my work looked very professional.
That's amazing.
It was not good. It was just professional.
Coming to uni for architecture, what type of architectural styles did you like the most? I guess were you really interested in? And obviously after 3 years, what architecture are you more interested in now?
I don't think that's changed too much. Like before I came to uni, I wrote my extended essay at the IB. On Tadeo Ando, and so his Church of Light. So I was very interested in sort of like the modernist movements. And I was also very, very interested in classical architecture. So I grew up partially in Veneto in Italy. And I mean, the Venetian palaces are stunning. Palladio's work is incredible. And so I think I was absolutely fascinated by that. And I don't think that's changed too much through my degree. But
you must have liked the essays,
I love
from
the essays.
first years and second year. It was very...
Essays were the only thing I was decent at.
That's amazing.
So no, I don't think my interests have maybe I've just become more knowledgeable about it. And thanks to my studio this year, I'm also really interested in natural fibres and how that can be used in construction, because I think that's so fascinating. And I was really fortunate to take a trip to Asia earlier on in December, and I was able to see how they were using bamboo and all these.
This year, Michaelmas, after Michaelmas.
Yeah, after
Michaelmas. That's pretty cool.
And I thought that was fascinating, and that's why I want to.
Did you include that in your portfolio, in your presentation?
I didn't, but I was sending pictures to my tutors. I was isn't this look at how they're using teak here, and it was really incredible. And they have quite different regulations over there compared to the UK, where it's so regulated. It's a lot harder to build in that way. But I think it's fascinating, and that's what I want to concentrate my energies in.
So in terms of studio, what would you say your work method is like? Do you spend a long time in studio, in your room? Do you use CAD, models? And what's that development been like from first year to third year?
I'm very much a CAD person. I'm not to the same extent as you, but I'm a huge fan of Revit. That's how I get it done. Sweet. Because otherwise I cannot figure out how the facade works in plan. That just does not work for me. So I think I try and do a week of really good site analysis, get the first couple pages of my portfolio done. So my personal working style, and I think it saved me this year, comparing to other people in my studio, is I put everything straight away into my InDesign. I don't leave that to the last minute. And I try and will work based on what I need for my presentation.
Yeah.
That's mostly my style of working,
Yeah.
and I can't really render very well. I just love Photoshop.
I was gonna say, like,
Photoshop.
Photoshop is like your forte.
Photoshop
I
is my
remember even
thing.
from second year studio, like, your Photoshop is lit. yeah. When did
Thank
you
you.
like? Yeah. What was the process of getting so good? I guess. How did you increase your skills in Photoshop? Did you know alongside
No.
InDesign before first year?
No, I didn't. I can send you some of my renders from first year, my
Okay.
Photoshops from first. They were horrendous, like so bad. And then in second year, I really just started trying it out more.
Yeah.
And I realized opacities is where it's at.
Okay.
You just gotta like
Yeah.
tinker around with it. And I
Yeah.
think it's a really therapeutic way of working for
Yeah.
me. As in, I enjoy that. I find
sure.
plans and elevations really tedious.
Yeah, we
so
were
I'll always
saying
try
this.
and like work
Yeah.
between the two.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I get so
Nice.
bored.
And you don't even use a mouse, do you? Do you use a mouse in studio anyways?
Not in studio.
You use a trackpad. She's just out here doing some. So I'm just like,
My
what is
hands
this?
hurt so much.
See, when I
after that.
forget my mouse here to tell you, I just stress out because I'm like, oh my
Really?
god, bro.
No,
I can't. I need a mouse.
I have a mouse app in my room.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I like a
Oh,
trackpad,
yeah,
which is
okay.
controversial. I know.
Oh, interesting. So now, yeah, what would be your best moments, your top 3 moments at Cambridge? It doesn't have to be in any particular order, but
Top 3
just
moments.
top moments, yeah.
I think walking out of my final crit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting sprayed with a
Oh
champagne.
yeah, I think that's probably a top moment in architecture, like a top moment. That
I
was
think
very
it's just-
idyllic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so idyllic.
Sunny. Everything, yeah.
It was just perfect.
You were like,
I was literally like this. And if personally, because this was my only crit this year that actually counted, I was really nervous for it. And I've had crits before where I've left and I've just been like, what kind of questions
Yeah.
are they asking
Yeah,
me? Like,
yeah.
why did it go? Like, why? Like, you can't understand their feedback
Yeah.
sometimes. They're very cryptic about it.
oh my days,
Yeah.
you get,
Yeah.
and sometimes they might give you good feedback.
And then you get the worst mark
the
you've ever
results
seen. Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's a weird like marking system.
And so I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
this was the most perfect crit for me to end
Yeah.
on because I was really lucky with the examiners I
Oh,
got.
yeah, okay.
I think
Yeah,
I got
oh,
the guy
yes.
from your studio.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Richard Laviston.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, he's
So,
a
like,
good
I
guy.
love them.
I think I was lucky in my
Yeah.
examiners as well, because the
Okay,
next people that came after me,
Ooh.
oh my days,
No,
they
but-
were so strict. It's crazy how like
Yeah, it
it's
can
looking
change
like
everything.
yeah.
I also got anti-OP and like I was getting asked
yeah, technical
really,
questions.
really interesting
Okay.
questions, and I was like, okay, I think that means I've done an okay job because
Yeah.
I'm actually enjoying answering
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
and no matter what the grade is, I'll be really happy that
Yeah.
I was able to enjoy this final
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
And I'm not going to continue with architecture, so I was
Okay.
like, this will be a good way to
Yeah.
end off
Yeah.
my experience.
We'll come back to like
Sorry.
we'll touch on
I'm going, whoop.
where you're going. But yeah, what was the next 2 points?
The
Next 2 best moments in Cambridge that I can remember. Anyways,
yeah.
it doesn't have to be.
I think varsity win.
Varsity, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
enjoy
up there
that.
for me as well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what sport was this? Wood?
No, this was in skiing.
Oh, skiing. Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, you was it you that was designing it, or was that Nadia?
No, I was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was you. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. She designed the kit
cat
for
suits,
for
yeah.
varsity. It's
They're
crazy. Using
quite
the
ugly, but
using the skill.
there's not much
left
you can do about the
architecture.
Cambridge blue colour.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was that a top moment for you?
There's no better feeling than winning.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
winning twice in a row.
Yeah.
I had also a pretty messed up knee, so I was really
Okay.
happy I was able to
Yeah.
pull through for the team.
It's amazing.
So it felt
Yeah.
good. Slightly bittersweet.
Yeah. Also, before you go onto that third point, like,
Yeah.
because I play sort of uni football, uni sport.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you balance with architecture? Because there was only a small like percentage of, I think like 4 people. There's Jenny played rugby.
Yeah.
There's one other person that like played like lacrosse. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Freddie.
Oh, Freddie, yeah. There's only a few people that play uni sports while doing
Yeah.
architecture, and when I tell you, it's stressful.
It's really stressful.
So how did you go about like, I guess, balancing your time?
I
Or
think
like,
I
what are
was-
your best attempts,
I think I was really lucky in that skiing is very low time commitment when
Okay.
you're actually at university.
Okay.
because it's only like 3 training sessions a week in the gym.
Yeah.
It's or you can just go to the gym by yourself and you just have to keep up that fitness.
Yeah.
And then it's literally like you're relying on skills that you built when you were younger. And I was so fortunate to grow up in Switzerland. So I was, that was not something I had to worry about.
That's sweet.
And so I don't think I could have done any other uni sport. I mean, I tried to like get into the rowing team for uni. And I wouldn't have managed that as an architect. I know there are architects who have done that and who got first and got blues, but that could not be me.
It takes that's a pound of flesh, you know.
Oh, man.
It takes a massive piece of you.
Good on them.
On to your third best moment, would you say?
My third, I think.
At Cambridge.
Okay, this is an accumulation of moments. I just say it's those random nights with my best friends. Like, Like just, that's I don't know, that one time when you end up in La Raza and it's just completely unexpected. Those are fun nights. That's what I'm going to hold fondly. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. That's amazing. So now on to, you say you're not continuing with architecture. Where are you going? What are your plans after graduation for next year? And I guess let's do like a 3-part question.
Okay, 3-part question.
What are your plans for next year? And then what are your plans, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh.
And then where you see yourself for the rest of your life? Like long-term goals.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
So short, medium, long.
So my short-term plans are I'm going to go do a master's in
sir.
environment and enterprise.
Whereabouts?
Oxford.
Ooh, she's clearing the rings, man. she's going to the other side of Oxford to get a master's, so that's super exciting.
But my heart will always be at Cambridge, which I'm really excited about because I mean part of the reason I went into architecture was also I'm really interested in sustainability. I run a charity.
Yes. That was literally before uni as well. You run a charity. That's super impressive.
I mean, it's now 11 years old, so I've been running it quite a long time. And that's really what I'm passionate about, and I want to understand more about the climate sciences part of it, more about the investment part of ESG, and I want to somehow bring that into the built environment. So that's
amazing.
what I want to do with my degree.
Yeah.
Of course, I think within the next year I'll learn so much and I'll be able to answer your question better next year of where I'll be in 5 years' time.
Okay, makes sense.
But my current unrealistic plan perhaps is I want to go off to Asia.
Okay.
So I feel like there are lots of opportunities over there, especially in the built environment. That I think could be quite interesting to explore.
That's amazing.
And then long term back to Switzerland, I guess.
Oh really? I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, when I say long term, I guess like not necessarily like what industry. Just achieve in life. What legacy, I guess. What would you like to be known for? Type of thing.
I think this is like always so cringe.
That's fine.
I want to leave some sort of impact. It's literally been what I've always dreamt of. Why I chose architecture, why I've worked as hard as I have. And so I think I'll end up working in the financial sector for a bit. And then I want to definitely go on and do charity work and grow my charity that I currently have. Because we're currently a small foundation. But watch out.
That's pretty cool. Exciting.
I'm hoping that'll be my legacy.
What do you think it would be like I guess, because you've got like your nice group of friends. I was trying to get like you and Nadia actually as a duo on this interview because you guys are very close. What was it like finding a best? Because I would even, if I didn't know you two, I'd think you knew each other before uni. No. So you literally just met each other in 3 years. Yeah, you guys seem really tight. What is it like finding someone like that, I guess, you know?
I think it's...
And your other, you know, 2 friends from architecture as well.
I think it's incredible. I mean, the reason, and you're going to have Nadia on, so she'll be able to tell you. I think the reason we got so close is because same college, same degree, we were doing the same sport for a while. So we were with each other continuously. And we're from quite similar backgrounds. We're both European. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to lie. We're both European, we're both architects. And so I think it was just amazing. Before university, I'd always struggled, especially with female friendships. I think this was my personal issue, but I was always very competitive. And so I think coming to university where everyone is just as driven could almost become toxic. But in the most paradoxical way,
especially in
architecture. Wasn't. Exactly.
It
was the most supportive environment ever. Like my Nadia, Lucia and Anna, who are some of my closest friends, are all in architecture and are probably the smartest people I know, the most hardworking. So They would be my biggest competition.
Yeah.
But they also,
no,
but like the reality is they are my biggest supporters.
Yeah.
I'm literally not joking, I would not have made it through this year without them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What would you think, what would the dynamics be like? Because now you're not all in the same place. Because obviously now you can just turn up to someone's room.
It's crazy.
It can be at Sydney in 2 seconds.
I know.
Yeah, what will it be like trying to see each other, the logistics of that?
That's I think the part I'm saddest about leaving here. I also, like, a lot of my friends don't know where they'll be next year because unlike you, some people haven't got their job lined up just yet.
I definitely understand. So
so it's not, especially like the architecture job market is not great at the
disgusting, actually. Disgusting.
It's horrific.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough to know how we're going to manage. But I think the friendships, and I'm sure you feel the same, the friendships I've made here are lifelong friendships.
Yeah, for sure.
We've gone through so much together.
Yeah, for sure.
That, we'll continue.
Nah, that's good to hear. I guess, so what advice would you give to a student starting at Cambridge, or starting at uni, just in general? Do a general advice and then give an advice for someone doing architecture, starting architecture, on how to get the most out of their third year, I guess.
I would say,
definitely. Oh, not third year. What am I chatting about? 3 years.
About 3 years,
yeah.
Honestly, make the most of every opportunity. Get involved in things you would have never imagined before, because that's how you meet people, and that's how you make your friendships. And then my other, probably more important piece of advice is take advantage of the support systems. Because I was someone who's very much like, don't complain, don't explain. You just put your head down.
Really? Okay.
Like, if you're going through something, you deal with it by yourself. And if the idea taught me anything is, your director of studies is there for a reason. This is very Cambridge phase, but your director of studies is there for a reason. Your tutor is there for a reason. Extensions are meant to be used pretty much. Like, don't think you're failing because you need that extra bit of support. It'll probably make your work better.
That's really good.
So that's my main advice.
And also, I guess, like, we're in a moment where you mentioned, like, it's like an uncertain time. You know, for job markets in most industries, it's horrendous. I know we're in the midst of it, but, like, what advice would you give to, like, because low-key, I'll be thinking, like, yo, it's Cambridge, like, I know you're going to Oxford now, but, like, so it's not really, I'm like, but, like, it's Cambridge, like, Cambridge cannot be the peak of my life.
No.
So it's like, how do you suggest, I don't know, any way for, like, people to think of, like, Cambridge as a stepping stone to go on to do bigger things?
I think if you're thinking of Cambridge as the peak of your life, then you're looking at it the wrong way. And I think it's easy to think of that, like, it's an incredible institution. But I mean, just use these connections, these opportunities. Like, you always talk about networking.
All the time,
all the time. Literally use that. Use this place as a stepping stone. And it's impressive to have on your CV, but the Cambridge name won't get you anywhere.
You're right,
Especially in architecture, if you don't put in the work.
You need to actually...
if you don't realise the fact that,
you need to actually design. It's not the name that's gonna...
Exactly.
No, that's sweet. This has been amazing.
Thank you, Dami.
Any last words to the people?
Much love.
Much love.
You're an epic guy, right?
No, thank you so much for joining me on the red couch. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, what are you up to before the last few days before graduation?
I think I need some sleep.
Oh, some sleep, yeah.
I need to look half decent at graduation.
Graduation's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna vlog the full experience, so
that's good, okay.
Sweet.
I might cry then.
Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. And make sure to tune in for the next episode. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Bye guys.
Bye.
I'm really excited. Hopefully from soon, guys.
Yes sir. Love that.